Welcome to Jacob Long Writes. My name is Jacob Long, and on this channel, I'm going to be talking about movies, shows, books. Mostly, I am a writer. I wrote a book called The Real World, but today I want to talk about Kraven the Hunter. I had the chance to watch Kraven last night, and it wasn't good. There were good parts, and I think it was good enough to kind of string me along to hope that it would keep getting better and better, but it never really got to the point that it was good. It does start out with kind of a cool action scene that really works well, but towards the end of that action scene kind of drags on. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my perspective on it. I felt like a lot of scenes were just drawn out. Now, maybe that's because they just weren't very good, but it seemed to me like a lot of it was just longer than it needed to be. But of course, that's not the main problem. It needs to be better overall. Really long movie can still be really good, and honestly, you don't feel the runtime. In fact, last night, before I went and watched Kraven, I also watched the re-release of Interstellar in IMAX, and I've seen that movie like 5 or 6 times. And honestly, I was thinking that I was a little worried I wouldn't enjoy it as much just because I've seen it a lot, which was kind of stupid because I've watched a lot of movies over and over that I love, and I always love watching them. This was also just another level because of the IMAX experience, the sound, flying in the spaceship, when they're going in the spaceship. You can feel the turbulence. Watching Interstellar in IMAX was totally worth it. Sounds like a lot of people are doing that. But back to Kraven. Kraven, I had to see it. I'm a big fan of Marvel Comics. I haven't been a big fan of these Sony movies, unfortunately. I wish I was, but that's just how it is. Even the Venom movies haven't been very impressive for me. They've been enjoyable. Carnage still, though, was a disappointment. Venom 3... it was overall a disappointment. And Kraven, there's some good action scenes. There's some really cool stuff to watch. I enjoy the way that they displayed his powers of agility and strength. There's some other stuff that they tried that didn't quite work. I kind of like it, but I think I'm kind of forgiving. I've heard that a lot of people don't like the CGI. For me, the CGI wasn't too bad, especially the lion. I liked the lion, unless that wasn't CGI, I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's just, they tried, obviously, they try in every movie to make a good movie. There were definitely elements, like I said before, it was almost to that point where I thought, okay, this is going to be good. This is going to start to get really good. Just never quite did it. They had kind of a backstory. The backstory kind of dragged on to me to the point where I was wondering when we're going to get back to present day with Aaron Taylor Johnson's version of the character. And the bad guys, they were a little lackluster. Rhino was a little bit silly. Russell Crowe, he did his best. The character wasn't too bad. Hopefully, I don't see Sony giving up the rights for these movies. I know they are working on that Spider-Man Noir with Nicolas Cage. Hopefully that's going to be really good. Hopefully they can just get some really good directors, start making some really good movies if they insist on doing this, because overall Kraven didn't quite hit the mark. But anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watch Kraven, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about the Sonyverse in general. Thanks for watching, and take care.